The fat loss industry is full of myths, misinformation, and people trying to scare you and steal your money. In today's video, I'm going to tell you the truth about fat loss. So after watching this video, you can go about your day and still drop body fat. A lot of people will tell you you can't drop body fat because of the carbohydrates that you eat or some other food group. A lot of people will tell you it's because of your metabolism and hormones. Others will tell you it's because you're actually eating too little, and some people will tell you it's because of stress and cortisol levels. The truth is that those are all nonsense. However, they can have an impact, just not the way a lot of people think. You see, a lot of people would assume, because they're being told so, that those things directly stop fat loss. But there's actually only one thing that stops you from dropping body fat, and that's not being in a calorie deficit. Calorie deficit is taking in less energy or calories than you're expending. If you're not doing this, you won't drop body fat. If you are doing this, you will. And that is the bottom line of fat loss. Take in less calories than you're expending, you'll drop body fat. However, it's not that simple to actually carry out. Let me explain. This is where the confusion comes into play, because now things like the food you eat, your stress levels, and your hormones might all play a part, playing a part in how easy or difficult it is to create this deficit and sustain it. You see, eating calorie-dense foods for the most part of your diet might make keeping food intake controlled, consistent, and reduced a lot harder. Or trying to eat so fewer calories might cause your hunger hormones to ramp up and therefore makes it difficult to sustain a calorie deficit. You might be so stressed day to day that worrying about your food intake and energy expenditure is the last thing on your mind, or it causes you to run for that bottle of wine as soon as you get home to calm down. Again, potentially making the creation or maintenance of a calorie deficit so much harder. Yet none of those things by themselves will stop fat loss. And the truth is very important to understand, because all of a sudden you have a clear understanding of what causes fat loss, but you also have a clear understanding of the factors that might influence that cause a calorie deficit. The reality is this: I could eat highly processed, high calorie dense foods, be hungry all the time, be crazy stressed, and have my cortisol sky high, and still drop body fat if I manage to maintain my calorie deficit. Would I suggest that? No, because most people wouldn't be able to do that and they'd have a terrible time. Yet the truth of the matter still remains the same. Let me finish with this other perfect example. You've maybe heard people talk about calories in versus calories out. Those people are referring to the calorie deficit. Less calories in, more calories out, fat loss. Other people will tell you that calories in versus calories out is nonsense. Now, it's not nonsense, as we just explained in this video, but there is more to it than just calories in, calories out. If the calories in are low in volume, high in calories, and less nutritious, then that's like trying to run a mile uphill. But if the calories are high in volume, lower in calories, and more nutritious, that's like trying to run a mile on flat ground. Which is easier? If you liked the video, please do like the video. Make sure you're subscribed for more helpful fat loss advice. And if you'd like to follow me on more socials, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at DropFatWithMatt. See you on the next one.